another wonderful WrestleRoni for me and for you. I've been looking forward to this one. The fans have been asking for it. I had to give in to their demands. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Marcus Mayhem to the show. How we doing?
Excuse me?
What?
Who?
I'm glad to have you. I don't know why you have all that Gen Z shit up in the background, but if you like him, you like him. That's on you.
You said Marcus Mayhem?
Yeah.
I've never heard of her.
Oh,
Is
all
that a
right.
football player or
My bad.
swimmer?
It's a little insider baseball for you there. Welcome, Gen Z, ladies and
There
gentlemen.
you go. Get it right. Get it right.
Glad to have you. The fans have demanded it. I have given in to their demands. So,
Well, of
how
course.
you feeling, Gen Z?
I'm feeling pretty great. How could you not? I mean, look at this. Look at this. Am I going to cash in Saturday? I don't know. Maybe I'll have two belts.
Two
I don't
belts.
know. We'll see. Have to wait and see.
You're already the MVW World Heavyweight Champion, I see. So, what other belt you looking to get?
This right here, this gets me an opportunity at any time, anywhere for the BGW Warfare Championship. The current holder is one of my trainers, one of my mentors, Zayden Kane, but I,
You
I,
cash
I
that in
don't
on
think he's
Zayden
ready.
Kane.
Maybe.
See,
Got to do what you got to do.
there you go. Got to do what you got to do. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So you got to do what you got to do, Gen Z. See, I know a different Gen Z than a lot of folks do. So I hope they're watching this. I hope all your fans are watching this because I see a different Gen Z in RSW. A Gen Z that just showed up with these guys and beat me up in front of my wife and kids on July 4th. First of all, how the hell did you hook up with them? Second of all, why?
First of all, that sounds like a personal problem to me.
It's between me
Womp
and you. It's
womp.
very personal. You hit me.
Um, Secondly, I lost the game of rock, paper, scissors, so I didn't really have a choice. But
So, okay. So it was one of y'all was going to hit me, and it was you.
yeah, pretty
And you
much.
didn't care. You're like, I'll hit Spooky Lou after all,
It's
after
a
he.
game of rock, paper, scissors, man. We take that serious around here.
I put you over for years. So,
It's about as serious as a pinky promise.
okay. So why them? Why they your buddies all of a sudden?
Lane has really cool hair,
It's that simple.
and Tyler, he Lane has really cool hair.
You're a misguided soul, man.
Like I said, you got to do what you got to do.
So you just hit Spooky Lou in his hometown when I'm trying to make a big announcement for the channel for RSW.
Did anybody really care though?
Yeah, you ruined that. I tried to do it on the live stream. Nobody watched the live stream. I doubt anyone knows the Trials of Ascension is coming soon.
What's the name of the show again?
Trials of Ascension, Gen Z. Guess
Okay.
what? You're on the opening. You're on the first episode.
Well,
Congratulations.
I should be.
You and
You're not
OK.
gonna get any views without it.
I get views. I'm doing just fine without you.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking of which, it is. It's you and OK on Trials of Ascension. It's already been filmed. Don't give away the finish, jerk. But how you feel about that match?
Well, do you want me to give it away or not? Because if you want an honest opinion, it's
No,
gonna give it away.
I don't want you to give it away,
Well,
please.
then tell them to watch it and have their own opinion about it.
You have no opinion on it.
I have. If you don't want me to give it away, I have no opinion on it. Other than OK is more than an OK wrestler. I'll put him over right here. Shoot.
Okay?
He is one of the hardest working guys in that locker room. One of the hardest working guys that came out of PWL, but there's a lot of them, but he's just one of the many hardworking guys. He has a bright future ahead of him. The gimmick is great. Whether it's a gimmick or not, even I don't know. Shoot. I have no clue what's up with him. But he's gonna go places for sure. But it was an amazing match. Like I said, great worker. He's starting to get his name out there, travel around, go to different promotions. And if he keeps it up, he's going to do real well.
You guys were having a banger match. You know what happened? I don't even know if you're aware. Camera just messed up out of nowhere.
We're just that good. They couldn't handle all the greatness.
Oh, stressing me out. I'll tell you that much. And I'm glad you mentioned that you've seen him go through PWL. I want to make it known to the listeners and everybody watching. You're just a guy coming through PWL. That's not where you started. It's not like you're a trainee. You've been doing this for a minute. When'd you start? And tell me about your training.
So, 2020, February 2020, I was 13 years old, and I started training at the House of Rage Wrestling School, ran by Rocky Rage, who was one of the top wrestlers in the West Virginia area, if not tri-state area.
For sure.
Then I had well, of course, COVID shut us down for about a month or two. Um,
You
and then
got
I had my first
excuses.
match. Do what?
I said you got excuses, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Um, which makes it even better for me because I had my first match in June of 2020. So I guess I had my first match 2 months in,
Damn,
if
okay.
that's my excuse.
Right, okay, it works.
Um, it was a Royal Rumble style match for All Star Wrestling when they were doing the like the quarantine shows, the tapings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We did that, a couple battle royals under my belt since then. But the first place that really gave us House of Rage kids a chance, they gave us a spot on the card with actual matches and not just like battle royals and stuff,
Mm.
was PWL. Um, so that will always be a home for me. Um, Jeff was one of the first guys, like I said, to give us our shot, whether it was a scramble match, singles match, tag match. It didn't matter. It didn't matter to us because we were just
Okay.
happy to finally get our names out there, get some experience under our belts. And that those House of Rage kids, man, we were a family. Like we were so tight, and we've lost a couple along the way, gained some back, but a lot of us are still around and doing stuff. Whether it's me, whether it's uh, whether it's paparazzi. I consider Aaron West a House of Rage guy. Sean Baker, Steele, James Maxon coming back, Colby Max, Tyler Osborne. I consider him a House of Rage guy too. Um, and anybody else who I'm forgetting. But we were just so tight, and we traveled to all these shows pretty much together, just wanting an opportunity. And the first one, like I said, the first one that gave it to us was Jeff,
That's a
and
big
we were
help.
able to get in there together. We were able to get in there with guys that were more experienced, whether it be Rocky, whether it be Huff Manley, whether it be Jeff or DD Trash, whoever it was, and it was such a great experience, and I'm still so happy to be on those shows with him. Um, and still be able to work PWL and now help the new kids that are coming in that are getting the same opportunities I was. That's why I love working kids like OK and Lane and even Marcus Mayhem. Um, all of them, they're great kids who love the business, and they're always willing to learn, and I love it. And I don't have nearly as much knowledge. If the camera's shaking, there's a cat chewing on my cord.
You're
So,
good so far.
um, but what I was saying, they're all just so eager to learn, and I don't have as much knowledge to spread as somebody like Geedy Trash or Huff Manley or somebody like that. But I love that I can help in the ways that I can, and
Right.
I love it because there wasn't too many guys that were wanting to help us when we started
Okay.
because they just saw these big group of kids coming through, taking over the indie scene. They're like, oh crap. They're like, these kids are going to take our spots
Okay.
because they're insecure and don't want to better themselves to keep their spot. But,
Damn.
and they were scared that, hey, these kids are going to take our spots. So they didn't like us from the beginning. Um,
Is it fair to say you took their spots?
some of them I would like to think, yeah.
Okay.
And some of them eventually we will.
I got you.
Um, but, and I think where I was the youngest one,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it was on me. Um, the grown men that thought it was cool and funny to bully a 14, 15-year-old getting into the business.
Jesus.
Like, these are grown men. I'm like, I mean, it was just funny because I'm just sitting back like, y'all do realize that in 10 years, you will probably be watching me on your indie show that you were the star of, and I'll be doing better probably, if not on your TV. So it,
Good.
it was it was a very interesting experience watching all these grown men get jealous
Can you
of
give
a
me an
14 year
example?
old.
You don't have to name names, but give me an example of these guys giving you shit.
Um, I think you know a couple of them.
Okay.
Um, maybe you used to know a couple of them,
Right.
but that's as far as we'll go. That's as far as we'll go.
Yeah, I wasn't wanting names,
I'm
but
not trying to start anything,
yeah,
but
fair
yeah,
enough. I'm just curious what they did to you, but that's fair. We
a
can
lot,
talk
lots
about
of
that.
Facebook messages.
Yeah.
Uh, there was even some that they're not around here.
Uh huh.
Um, maybe it was because I'm young. It wasn't because I was trying to take their spot because they weren't even from here.
Okay.
But I think they just want to take advantage of me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and I wrestled them, got punched in the face,
Oh shit.
uh, shoot senton.
Okay.
My partner got uh, the same treatment.
Yeah.
My old tag team partner at the time, the same treatment. And when we got to the back, we were yelled at. We were called marks, this, that, and the other. It was pretty cool to say the least.
Wow.
But yeah,
Can you say things have changed since then, and most of
oh,
that's
yeah,
gone? Most of that type of shit.
most of it, yeah.
Not
And some of
completely
the
though.
guys,
You're
for
around
the
more than
most
I am.
part,
You're going different
um,
places. I don't know what's going on out there.
for the most part, if they think that they're doing anything that I care about, they're wrong.
Mm.
And if they are still trying, I'm not paying a bit of attention because I don't care because I'm off doing my own thing, and I think I'm doing pretty good.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's definitely changed. And like I said, I'm trying to give these newer kids, even that are older than me, but trying to give them a better experience getting into the business than I had.
I'm glad you brought it back to that because I wanted to
Yeah,
circle back around. You guys are the House of Rage kids. You said Jeff was the first one to give you an opportunity. Take me to that night, that first time leaving there and going to PWL. What was going through your mind on the drive? What happened when you got there? Whatever you can remember.
yeah. So I mean, it just felt like another day because we went to so many shows, just setting up the ring,
Okay.
getting our faces out there, looking to make the school look good, hoping to get a spot on the show, whatever.
No, that's
And it
important. So you
just
say you showed up even before you was booked to help and to get to know guys, huh?
absolutely,
I just wanted to
absolutely,
highlight that and underline
yeah,
it. Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so it was in Bluefield. It was at the skating rink.
Okay.
Um, no, I take that back. I take that back. That was before or after the first one of the first shows that I did with actual fans was still a PWL,
Mm-hmm.
but it was in Bluefield at or no Princeton. It's the same thing. Princeton
Okay.
at some car lot. Um,
Nice.
and it was me and Tyler Osborne versus Johnny Blast and some other guy I don't remember, and I haven't seen him since. But that was my first actual real match. That was in I think October. Yeah, it was Halloween. It was Halloween.
Halloween in a car
Um,
lot.
Halloween in the car lot, and the place was packed, man. Like there
Really?
were people everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, we just tore down the rink. It was a lot of fun. And then we moved to the skating rink. Um, we did a big House of Rage scramble there. Um, it was just so much fun getting to experience getting out there with the same guys that I trained with and spent hours and hours and hours a week in that ring. We trained 1 to 7 every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember by 7 o'clock, and we were taking down this ring. I was just ready to run through the Wendy's drive-through and go home and
I
go to
hear you.
sleep
Right.
because it. And Rocky was such a great trainer,
Mm-hmm.
so we were nonstop the whole time.
Okay.
And I couldn't ask for a better trainer, honestly.
You're training
Um,
during COVID, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you
we
guys got
started
nothing else to do but get down there.
not,
You got
yeah,
no excuses. Where can you
yeah,
be?
exactly, right, yeah. Um, but yeah, just getting to experience getting into the business with the same kids that I trained with. Was so much fun.
Oh
Such a
yeah.
blast. And I'm still super close with a lot of them. So,
Oh yeah, good. Well, you know what? You had a lot of questions on the socials. I think we need to start dipping into them because we only
yeah,
got
let's
one
run them
minute.
up.
Folks are chiming in. Julie White has known you since you were a kid, and I need to tell you, you're going to get a hug from her on Saturday night.
Oh, you know what, Julie? You know what? I don't want a hug
Oh,
because I want two hugs. All right. I want two hugs. All right. As long as I get two, we'll be fine.
two hugs. You heard it here
Two
first.
hugs.
We got old Tsunami Tommy. How long exactly is all day long?
That's a good question. Okay. Do you want a real answer or do you want a gimmicked answer or do you want both?
Yeah, both.
All right. Well, gimmicked answer, I mean, it's all day. I mean, it from 11 or 12 o'clock this day to 11:59 the same day. It's all day, right?
What
But a gimmicked
is.
answer, it's just until the bell rings to when the bell rings. Because once it's over, I'm tired. I'm done.
Okay, okay,
So,
okay.
but we like to say all day because it sounds better, you know. But we can go all day if we have to. But hopefully that bell rings within the next 15 to 20 minutes.
What's the longest match you ever had?
Ooh. Um, the first one that comes to mind is my last man standing match at Battleground Wrestling with Steel. We went 25 minutes,
Chewy.
20 around 25 minutes. We had 15 written on the card. We had
Oh yeah.
15 minutes. We went 25.
So things must have been going well. I'm hoping.
Um, yeah, yeah. Nobody said a word to us, so I guess it went fine.
Okay, cool.
Um, and then I would say, other than that, I don't know how long my match with Tyler Jax was a couple weeks ago for this thing right here. I don't know how long it was. Um, but if it wasn't the last man standing, it was definitely that one. So we went a long time on that one.
That deal looked wild. I saw you guys throwing. I think you threw him into a dumpster.
Yeah, yeah.
So that
I ain't
got
going
me
there. That
crazy.
stinks.
Let's get back to these questions, I suppose.
Yeah,
Then, congrats on the victory, I guess.
of course, of course.
Okay, this old gym class hero does have a good point. We can all learn from you here. Educate
Okay,
us on the new slang words you say, like bet, no cap. I believe somebody else said something too, in
okay,
reference to this new age slang. Yeah,
okay.
Dustin Burwell. I don't know if you know this cat. He
Yeah,
Sigma Skibbity. So that's some
okay.
words.
I don't know anything about those. That's not my
That's not your
generation.
generation.
That's no, that's after me. I don't know.
Okay.
Bet is like I guess it just depends how you want to use it. Um, I guess it means like okay, cool, sounds good, whatever. Someone's like uh I don't
It's
know.
a deal.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're gonna go get food after this. All right, bet, cool. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
I hope that makes
I
sense.
think
What
I'm
was the
up
other
on
one?
that. Okay, all right. You
Yeah,
explained yourself.
yeah.
Kwame Payne, I don't know if you know this guy. Would you be able to take
Unfortunately.
BBC on in a street fight?
Oh, for sure. Easy. Easy money.
Easy night.
Easy money.
Huh, okay.
Take his legs out, then he can't walk. What's he gonna do? He can't choke slam you laying down.
He might be able to.
He is pretty tall.
Yeah, he's tall, strong. I bet he could do that. I bet we'll see that before it's all said and done.
If
We
someone wants to
manifest
book it,
things on the Roni. That might
if
happen.
someone wants to book it, I'll do it. He ain't ready. He
Wrestling can
ain't
be
ready.
anything you want it to be. Brody Jenkins, you might have heard of this guy. Why is he
Yeah.
always compared to Marcus Mayhem? Last time I checked, Marcus Mayhem benched 305. Ha ha, it says.
Sounds like Marcus might be on the juice. Jesus Christ. He's definitely on the juice.
You saying we should have him tested?
Probably. Yeah. If it's natural, that's impressive. But Last time I checked, there's really no comparison, Marcus. Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. There probably never will be.
I
I don't
think
have to bench 305 to win me some gold.
he's got all kinds of tattoos. You got any tattoos?
I do not. Not yet.
Not yet, so you're going to get
Not
tattoos?
yet. I like tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't just want to get something random, you know. Like I want it to actually mean something because I don't want to get it and then regret it later.
Right.
Um, I want something eventually, but I don't know what I want yet.
You
And they're
said,
really expensive and they hurt, but they look cool. So
they're not so bad. But you said regret it, and immediately I had a flashback. You're on Facebook rapping now, and you've had some folks challenge you to rap battles and everything. How'd that all
okay.
come about?
First of all, you said regret it, and then you talked about my rapping. Where are we going with this?
Hey, we all we're all young and dumb. I was young and dumb once too. I thought I could rap too. It's all
Okay.
good. I can
Okay.
relate. Believe me.
You just wait for what's coming. This
What?
isn't the end, I
Oh,
promise.
there's more.
Probably. I haven't made anything, but
You're
I
open
liked
to
it.
it.
It was fun.
Hmm.
I thought it sounded pretty sick. So,
It's not bad for a West Virginia independent wrestler rapping. It's all right for that.
okay. All right.
Bake. Did you hear Bake's uh, track?
I did. I turned it off within 15 seconds.
No, not your cup of tea.
No, I turned it off within 15 seconds. I don't even think he started rapping yet.
Okay, fair enough. Let's get back to these fan questions before gets too crazy over here.
All right. All right.
This is pretty good. I like this. Offie Kessler, okay himself. Why does Gen Z look like a gender reveal party? I, I don't know what it means, but it's funny. It looks like a
It's not
gender.
that bad.
Oh, dude, I get it. The pink and the blue, duh.
Oh, I get it. You didn't figure that out?
I was looking at your T-shirt. Your T-shirt threw me off. You should have wore some of your merch.
Whatever.
All right, Tyler
Whatever.
Jacks, your favorite match so far?
Ooh. I don't want to say with him because that would give him too much. That'd give him an ego. Well, it'd give
Yeah,
him
I
more of
think
an
he
ego
was
than he already
fishing.
has.
I think he was fishing,
Um,
honestly.
if I'm telling the truth, working him is a lot of fun. Um, I'd do it 7 nights a week.
Right?
Um, if it's not with him, oh man, I'm blanking, man.
Really?
Um, oh, the ladder match when I won this at Battleground last June. That
Okay.
match was a freaking blast.
Okay.
It was so much fun. I want to do a ladder match every weekend now. It was so much fun.
You enjoyed the ladder match.
Oh, so much fun.
I've talked to folks that hate ladder matches.
Oh no, I'll do it again, and I want to do it with a higher ceiling so I can actually jump off it next time.
Jesus. Well, tell me about the night of the ladder match.
Yeah. I mean, it was a ladder match. There, I did a cutter off a door,
Okay.
or off a ladder. Sorry.
Who
Uh,
was in it?
it was myself, Corey Sparks, Sean Baker, Brox Boulder, Steele, and James Maxon.
That's solid.
Um, James Maxon made his big return after being gone for 2 years, 1.5 years, maybe
Nice.
somewhere around there. Um, there was 4 out of 6 of us trained at the House of Rage.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it was in the same building that we trained in the same ring.
Nice.
So that was really cool. Two former tag teams in there. Sean Baker and James Maxon is the Circus Pain, and then myself and Steele is the New Breed.
Nice.
I still say one of the greatest tag team rivalries in West Virginia. You just had to be there. We wrestled probably 15 times within the span of a year, maybe two
Really?
years.
Okay.
Oh, we wrestled. It seemed like every single show. The New Breed versus Circus of Pain. like eventually, it felt like we were just having the same match over and over and over. But
Okay.
those guys were great, so it was always a blast, and you always knew what you're getting yourself into. And the fans always loved it. So
We got a bit of that in RSW. We had the unappreciated Mount Kilpis, but I have to say
yeah,
they switched it up and always made it different matches. God bless them
yeah,
because it happened
yeah,
752 times in 2 years.
yeah, right.
So it happens. Tell me about West Virginia indie wrestling. You've been around. You're seeing promotions from the time you started to now. What kind of changes have you seen for the good, the bad, the ugly?
So I'll take you all the way back to 2016,
Oh, okay. Hell
maybe.
yeah.
Um, is when I started going to independent shows as a kid.
Uh huh.
Um, my favorites. Uh, he's not wrestling anymore. I wish he would come back. If you're listening to this, come back. It was John the Phenomenon. Uh,
Ooh.
my absolute favorite. Um, Huff Manley,
Okay.
Kirk Blackman, of course, Rocky Rage, Zayden Kane. Uh,
And for the people who don't know, where was this?
there was Madison, West Virginia. There was Milton.
Okay.
There we even traveled to places like Marietta, Ohio,
Oh, really? I did that a
to
couple
go see
times.
these guys. Yeah.
Nice.
So wherever there was a show, we were always there. There was a 95% chance we were going to be there.
Okay.
So it was always fun traveling around, basically traveling with these guys. I mean, if they were there, we were there. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
And then broke into the business in 2020. Wasn't anything how I thought it was going to be.
No. How
Too
so?
much drama. I
Drama.
thought,
Right
oh,
on
these
cue.
guys are awesome. These are cool guys. And in reality, uh, we're all just a bunch of nerds.
Right.
And if we're not nerds, we're egotistical turds.
Yep.
So
Fucking weirdos too.
yeah. So, but we've lost a lot of the bad ones. So it's definitely getting better. In my opinion, it's at its peak right now.
Yeah.
Um, People who have been in it longer might think otherwise. But in my opinion, I think West Virginia wrestling is at its peak right now.
I agree. Because I was the guy traveling and going to those shows and going to Ohio. And when I say West Virginia wrestling, it's not fair because I like my PA wrestling. I like my Tennessee. I like my Ohio. It's the
Right.
area.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've seen it. Tell me about you're the fan. So how do you go from the fan going to all these shows to okay, I'm training with you? How'd that come about?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we just traveled. We just followed these guys around and whatever. And then Rocky teamed up with Lee Studio Productions to open up a training school.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we hit up
So you were
Rocky and we were
wait,
like,
go ahead.
so we hit up Rocky and we were like, hey, are we able to do this? Like, can we just sign a waiver and it'd be cool, or do we have to wait till he's like 18, whatever, yada yada? And he was like, bring him. He was like, as long as we get a waiver signed, he was like, it's fine. He was like,
Hell
bring him
yeah,
on down. So
dope.
yeah.
What are we looking to do? So we talked about the past. We're talking about the present. What's some goals as far as the end of 2024? What would you like to do?
The end of 2024, get more titles,
Okay.
sell more merchandise, make more money. Um, my first goal right now is just to make this full time. Um, Being on the road every weekend and sometimes through the week, man. Like I'm doing that now, and it's so much fun. Like,
There's a lot of options right now. There's work to be had.
oh yeah, oh yeah. You just got to get out there, man. Put yourself out there. That's all you got to do.
Yep.
Um, but being on the road as much as I have lately, I have had a blast. Like it's literally a dream come true. Whether it's the early mornings, the late nights, I don't care. Um, Whether it's going hours and hours and hours without being able to have a meal. Um,
I can relate. Yeah.
that sucks.
Oh man. Sometimes
Um,
not till I get home because I don't have any damn money. It's like get
hmm
me home
yeah.
so I can eat.
Or you just don't want to spend the money.
Uh, I got to give it
Um,
to you while you're talking about that. You did a show here in Monongah, traveled home. While you were traveling home, we hit you up for the live stream, and
yeah,
boom, you did a live stream as you were getting home. So that
yeah,
shows how dedicated you are.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you
That
beat
was
my ass
definitely a late
before
night.
that. Why you got a chip on your shoulder down here? What the hell's the problem?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't let secrets like that out, man. I just can't.
So there's like a secret master plan against me? Like what the
I wouldn't say master plan. Maybe it's just because you're a nerd and we don't like you, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
what's the problem? So I've
It's
heard their
fine.
arguments. What's your argument? Why don't you like me?
I think it's because you're the cameraman, right? Hear me out.
Okay,
Hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
The cameraman, his job is to sit there holding the camera and film the match for the people at home, right?
Yep, I do it well.
But this cameraman, this specific cameraman,
Mm-hmm.
likes to sit there and record the match and talk crap while he's doing it. I can't even make my entrance and get to the ring without you calling me a stupid name or saying something dumb that makes me want to slap you. So maybe it's not all our fault. Maybe you need to take a step back and look at yourself and realize, hey, maybe I'm being a turd and maybe this wouldn't happen. But
You,
who am I to say, right?
you make a good point. You make a good point. And recently, I
I know.
have stepped back and I have looked at my behavior, if you will.
Good.
My counter argument is I tried to make it right. We're not going to go too much into it because it's part of my big episode, but I
Mm-hmm.
tried to apologize for my actions, and you were there. You saw what happened. Obviously, we're past that already. Just for me talking shit, you guys are going to beat on me at every show. Well, there's no need to apologize. It's just it's on whenever we see each other, I
Well,
guess.
you see, Lou. Sometimes in the wrestling business, there's really no such thing as an apology, whether it's face to face or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just got to settle it in the ring, and the better man wins. Then your problems are solved. Maybe they're not. Just depends on who you are. But I've solved a lot of problems in the ring. Like Tyler Jacks, that kid is a turd, but I can stand him every once in a while as long as I get to punch his face in every once in a while. So it relieves some stress.
But
So I think the same thing might have to go for you, Spooky Lou.
you guys are trained professional athletes.
hmm
And as you said, I'm a cameraman. So how does that
hmm
work?
Um, that again, that's a personal problem. So maybe you should have thought about that before you open your big stupid mouth and said some dumb things to us who, like you said, are trained professionals. Maybe the cameraman should just keep his mouth shut, and now he's in a corner that he can't get himself out of.
I'm definitely in a corner. Let's see if we got any more fan questions. I'm glad we had our little talk there. That was I get it. Yeah, actually, would you believe it or not? Talk about timing and coincidence. Let's just go ahead before we move on. Brian Faust writes in, why did you turn on Spooky Lou? He even looks at it as a turn, as we were on the same side at one point. And you know what? I kind of do too. I was putting your matches out there. I was putting you on the over on the podcast. I was putting you over to people on social media. Why did you turn on Spooky Lou? Brian Faust would like to know.
Um, well, I told you this earlier. Is I lost the game of rock paper scissors. You got to do what you got to do when it comes to rock paper scissors.
You don't think that's kind of an important thing that, even if it's rock, paper, scissors and you lose, you
hmm
didn't think secondly about it?
No, it's rock paper scissors, man. I'm telling you. All right, listen, listen. You want a true answer?
Yes.
The rock paper scissors. Whoever won got to punch Spooky Lou in the back of the head.
So you were
I
the
won. All
winner.
right, I won. I won. I've wanted to punch you in the back of the head for a long time. You just got a really punchable look to you, and
So
I
you,
can I can definitely say it was worth it.
it was worth. You
Everything I thought it
showed
was going to
up
be.
wanting to punch me in the head.
Yeah, and really RSW was the only place that was going to let me do that. So thanks, Tim.
Wow, my God. Dude, and then this next comment, and then we're done. Thank God. Actually, DD Vice says just this, and it's a picture of him kicking your ass. It's really cool. Anthony Wayne Burge, Gen Z talking to Gen DL, and that stands for Dumb Lou. Poor kid. So this guy's on your side.
He knows what's up. Somebody's got some sense about him.
Wow. Okay. You got any crazy road stories?
Crazy road stories. Oh man. Um,
Do you ever get crazy?
Honestly, not really.
I didn't think so.
But I have a feeling in a couple weeks I'll have some. Um,
Why?
well, there's a lot of us going down to Wrestling Revolver in a
Oh,
couple weeks. But yeah, usually I spend my road trip sleeping. So I don't really care for long car rides. So I like to sleep and just get them over with. Um, as long as I'm not driving, of course.
so
But yeah, so there's what is it?
so you're sleeping and not,
Usually,
making the ride more fun and helping others. See, I think it's rude when people sleep in the cars. You should be up and you should be talking with us.
I guess it just depends who I'm in the car with.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, there's a few of us going to Wrestling Revolver to go meet the promoter and stuff, help set up, do some extra work. Hoping to get on that show soon. One of the top indies in the world, in my opinion.
For sure.
Um, but uh, there's there's definitely gonna be some stories after that. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, who you going with? Why we think that's going to happen?
Um, Once I give you the list of names, you're gonna understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Help me understand.
so myself, okay,
Oh
I think Big Black Carl might be going.
my. Okay.
Um, Tyler Jacks. We're trying to get Corey Sparks to go. I don't know if he got off work or not. Um, I think we had Lane Callie going. I'm not sure if he's still going or not.
I hope not.
But once we have the three between me, Ophie, and Tyler Jacks, and then you throw Carl in there, whew,
Mm.
it's gonna be an interesting car ride and hotel stay and another car ride, and we're gonna be together for a long time. And we probably shouldn't be, but it's gonna be a lot of fun for everybody. Well, it's gonna be fun for us, not fun for anybody else that has to be near us. So,
I hope
but it's
you.
fine. It's fine.
I hope you and Lane get tired of each other and have a fist fight right in front of Sammy Callahan.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I can only
Well,
pray for that.
maybe we'll put on a banger at Pro Wrestling Revolver one day.
Hey, I'm not saying that couldn't happen. I've been the first to say all of you guys talented. That's why I get frustrated with your stupid attitudes. So I wish you luck at Revolver, believe it or not. Just when I
Thank
see
you.
you at
Thank you.
RSW, I'm going to
See
trip
what
you on
happens
your
when you don't say
entrance.
stupid stuff? I say thank you. I'm polite. I'm nice. But
You're not the worst of the worst. I'll give you that. I
who's
just,
worse, me or Lane Cali?
yeah, well, that's not,
Mate,
that's not a fair
take your poison.
comparison. I'm gonna kill him. No, I can't say that on YouTube. I'm gonna kill
Yeah,
this
don't say that.
podcast. We're gonna kill
Don't.
it. Your social media. I see your socials on the background. I think that's been a
Yeah.
big help in your career. Tell me about the
Oh, absolutely.
importance. Tell me about the growth you've seen on social media. What worked for you first? Tell me about all of it.
Yeah. So the main one that is the biggest one for me is TikTok.
Okay.
I'm at like 3,700 something,
You're stupid.
somewhere around there.
Stop it.
Um, DDP follows me on TikTok
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
because I did cutters and he put it over
You
and
enjoyed the cutters.
pretty much gave me permission to use the cutter. So if anybody watching this that uses a cutter, I'm just saying I have permission from DDP, so stop. But I'm starting to grow YouTube um, and Instagram. Those are the two that I'm focusing on right now, trying to grow those.
Why not the
Face
Facebook?
well, Facebook's at like 800 ish
Okay.
followers. Um, I always forget about I forget about Facebook and I forget about Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Those are the two that I forget about. I only have like 150 on
Do
X.
you get any interaction on there?
Not really.
I've
No.
got over 1,000 on there, and I don't have any interaction. I'm like, poop.
Yeah. Um, but I think that's used for more like
Bitcoin.
yeah, more fancy stuff, I guess is what you could say.
There's wrestling
It's
on there though.
yeah, but I think Instagram is more popular for wrestling. I see a
Yeah.
lot more wrestling stuff on Instagram than I do on X. Like I don't even get on X to even like look at it.
Okay.
Like I just don't like it. It's not my favorite. I feel like when I get on, it's very negative.
Yeah.
It's either memes or it's like politics or just stuff like that. And I just don't like it, so I just don't pay attention to it.
Would
Um,
you say TikTok's your favorite platform?
yeah, TikTok. I see the most engagement out of that one. I'm
Hmm.
starting to see some out of Instagram and stuff. YouTube is weird. YouTube makes me mad sometimes because I've been trying to post a lot of shorts.
Hmm.
I was doing better before than I am now.
Hmm.
But some videos would get 5,000, 7,000, 10,000 views with all these likes and stuff. And then other videos get like 2 views, and
And that's
I
the
don't
really good
understand why.
video
I'm like,
too, huh?
right, exactly, yeah.
Yep.
Like there was a video of me taking a uranagi from Paul Bryant,
Uh
and
huh.
that one got 10,000 views and over 100 likes.
Nice.
And then I post something crazy of like skewers going in my head, and it gets like 5 views. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the violence or I don't know.
It could be. It very well
Or if
could be.
or doing a backflip and it gets like 2 views. I don't understand,
No.
but it's whatever.
It's the luck of the draw.
It's whatever. You just got to post and hope it does well.
I've been finding if I do it like an hour before Dynamite or something like that, it helps.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
Spooky Lou's tip to you.
Okay.
Sometime around that time, people seem to be like, "Oh, wrestling's coming on. Let me watch some wrestling." That's
Yeah,
at least the way I look at it.
I got you. Yeah.
What advice can you give younger talent about social media?
Don't post your personal opinions on social media.
Uh, okay, I'll
It
take that for
if
myself.
oh my god. Well, okay. Here, if if you have a personal account, go for it.
Okay.
That's fine. If myself as example, I use my personal for gimmick stuff too.
Right.
I barely post anything personal. Um, but if you're sitting there on your gimmick account complaining about the 2024 election, I'm gonna unfollow you
Okay, I got you.
because my thing is I follow you to see your wrestling stuff,
Yeah.
right? I don't follow you to see your political
Or your fight with your
opinions.
girlfriend or
Or
whatever.
yeah, or you broke up with this guy, or this guy at the gas station looked at you funny. I don't care,
Your dad kicked you out of
right?
the basement.
Yeah, exactly. That's not my problem. I don't care.
Yeah.
If
Unless
you
it's
want to
part of your
post about that,
storyline.
yeah, I mean, like use your gimmick account to get yourself over.
Right.
Use it to boost yourself, to get yourself out there. I mean, that's what it's for, right? Um you don't see Swerve Strickland sitting there posting about, oh, the guy at Wendy's made my burger wrong. Blah. Oh, Biden did this today. No, you don't.
Right.
You see him posting videos and kicking people's heads off. Like, and that's I think why people do so well.
It makes sense. Let's take it one.
Because
Go ahead.
yeah,
No, go ahead.
well, like let's say this promoter he likes this guy in this political. I keep going back to politics because that's what I see the most.
Right on.
He likes this guy that's in the run,
Hmm.
but you're posting about this guy and you're like, oh, this guy's going to do this, blah blah blah. Well, this promoter's not going to book you because of your opinions if
Yeah.
that's how he is.
Yeah. Or you
It's
get
just
some
stupid
crazy
stuff like
wrestler
that.
and they stiff you because of it.
Yeah, but that's my main things. Don't post your personal opinions on your gimmick stuff. If you want to do that, go somewhere else. And just do it. Just post. Don't care what anybody else thinks. Don't care what your buddies at school think or work or whatever. Because I worried about that a lot when I was still in school. Because people would say stupid stuff to me in the hallways or in class, whatever, at lunch. It didn't matter because I didn't care. But it was also like, oh, I'm sick of these comments. Like it's getting on my nerves. So I would kind of pull back on what I was posting. And then about maybe late junior year into senior, I was like, I don't care. I was like, I'm not going to see these kids ever again in like 9 months.
Hell yeah, good.
So I just started doing my own thing and kept posting what I wanted to post. Of course, they were still saying stupid stuff, but I didn't care because what were they doing? They were playing video games and working their part-time job at McDonald's while I'm out here being a freaking superstar.
Good. Okay.
So, but they didn't look at it that way, but I don't care how they looked at it because that's not my problem. So, but yeah, just do what you want to do, post what you want to post. When it comes to wrestling stuff, just get yourself out there because social media is the biggest thing in this world right now that's going to get you places. I think, can get so many eyes on you, whether it's just another promotion in another state or whether it's the big leagues, whether it's WWE, AEW, TNA. Because I mean, let's be honest, these guys who run these places, they have social media.
Exactly.
They have it just like we do. They're on it just like we are. They see the same stuff we do. So I mean, if you're putting your stuff out there and it just happens to reach this person, you have a good shot at getting up there. So
let me back that up for you a little bit. Just this silly podcast with my crappy mic, you don't even see me, but somehow it does well. I'll give it to my guests. Just this podcast, I've gained sponsors, had nice sponsor deals. Gen Z just recently, just last week, because somebody saw this podcast, I got my biggest opportunity yet. I'll tell you more about that. Can't say anything right now, but because of this podcast, and thank God I enlisted some of the dumb ones I'd put out recently, and I had second thoughts on them. Thank God they didn't watch those and watch something else, you know.
right.
So yeah, lesson learned here. I got lucky, so dodged that bullet. Thank God. Or did I? Or maybe Triple H watched one of them where I was talking stupid and said, "Well, this guy will never work here," you know.
yeah.
Whatever. All right, Gen Z, we're heading into the final 10. In the final 10, we was just talking social media, but I give everybody the opportunity to slang their socials. You got them right behind you, so you got that covered. We can talk merch. We can we can do crazy stories. If you got something you need to get off your chest, you can do that. Whatever you want to do. I'd slang some merch and sell some shows, but it's up to you. What you want to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Please follow all of my social medias. YouTube at It's Your Boy Gen Z, Facebook at Gen Z, and then X, TikTok, and I don't want Instagram.
Insta.
All at real_gen_z. Go follow, like, comment, share, whatever you can do on these platforms. I would greatly appreciate it.
Do
Then
that
after
here
you do
too,
that,
please, for the love of God.
yeah,
Sorry,
absolutely. And then after you do all that, head over to prowrestlingtees.com/Gen Z. Buy every single t-shirt on there. There's a bunch of options, or just a couple that works for me too. They're all fire. I got a little bit of everything for everybody. If you see me at a show, come up to the table. Let's make a deal. Got awesome things like this little guy right here, my son. T-shirts, 8x10s, trading cards, whatever you want. I probably have it. Yeah, come out to the shows, man. We can't do what we do without the fans. So any fans watching this, come out to all the shows, support us. We appreciate every single one of you. So
what can you tell me about the fans? We got some wild fans in West Virginia. Tell me about some wild fan interactions and just for the folks outside of the viewing area. Tell them about West Virginia fans.
yeah, so they are the most loyal fans, I think, in the world.
Right.
They hate who they hate and they love who they love. And 9 times out of 10, that's not going to change.
Okay.
And the people that they love, they cheer for them. They support them, whether it's buying stuff, whether it's sharing their stuff. We have literally the best fans in the world, I do believe. Um, Now, when you go to RSW, those fans can get a little scary. I'll tell this story real quick because I have a feeling she's watching this and she's gonna love this.
Oh dear.
Um, we are in Monongah, 4th of July. It is myself, Lane Cali, and Tyler Rossfield against Mount Kilpus and Sam Handyman. And I'm in the corner just laying them to, I think, Gannon. Just laying it to him. And this lady's sitting there screaming at me. And I look over at her and I look at her and it's like, I'm like choking him. And I look at her and I say, put your teeth back in. And I just give him the biggest chop I can, right? And I look over and this lady is like this close to the ring, taking her teeth out and shaking them in my face, calling me all the names under the sun. And trying to be the heel that I was, trying to make these fans as mad as possible. And I think I did it, but I couldn't help but laugh because this lady did everything she could to try and get back at me, and it worked. She broke me. I had to turn around. I was laughing. It was the greatest thing ever. And then I bring it up later to find out that it's Rucker's mother-in-law, I do believe. So there's that.
And then
Yeah,
she followed you clear to Dunbar, and
all
we
the
have
way to
a short on the
Dunbar.
channel of that interaction. Took out her
And
teeth again.
she shook those teeth at me again. Oh, man.
I
But
think
yeah,
it's
if y'all want some more crazy stories, I'm going to have to get back on here with Tyler Jacks. We have stories that will blow your minds or just make you shake your head. So we'll definitely have to do that sometime.
well, we're going to set it up then. I
Let's
see
do
what you're
it.
doing. You're making sure you got another episode. Very smart of
Of
you. Very
course.
wise. Any advice to up and coming wrestlers? Any advice to fans? Anything? What you got?
Up and coming wrestlers, man, just stick to it. Stick to it. Some of y'all, you'll know who I'm talking about. I know it seems like it sucks right now. Um, Maybe it's not worth it. Oh, this isn't worth it. Maybe, oh, this isn't what I expected. This isn't what I want. Oh, I want to be farther. I thought that I'd be doing more. I understand. I get it. Um, just give it time, right? Just give it time. You'll get where you want to be. Um, if you told me 2 years ago that I would have almost every single weekend booked until November, sitting in August, I would tell you you're crazy.
Nice.
Because 2 years ago, I was struggling for bookings. I was trying to get out there, and I would have maybe 2 shows a month,
Really?
and I absolutely hated it. Of course, I loved doing the 2 shows that I had,
Mm-hmm.
but I needed more. Like that's just what I needed. I was like, this is what I want to do. I need more. It's like an addiction. Um, but the fact that I have at least one show every weekend, almost every weekend until November is a blessing. And if you're listening to this and you're struggling with it right now and you're like, oh man, I'm never going to get to where these guys are. I'm never going to make it to the big leagues. You'll get there eventually as long as you just keep putting in the work. You show up. You don't give up. You do your best. You'll get there eventually. I promise. Because I didn't think I was going to get here to where I'm at now, and I'm not even close to where I want to be. But I had to put in the work to get where I'm at now. I'm gonna have to put in the work to get to where I want to be, and I'm not scared of it. I'm ready to do what it's willing to take. Um, and as long as you guys stick with it too, you'll get there. If any young wrestlers, I know I'm not much, but if any young wrestlers have any questions, have anything they just want to get off their chests, need anything, you can always reach out to me. I'll always answer. Always willing to help. Um, that goes to any young wrestler, even wrestlers that have been doing this longer than me. I'm here if you want. But yeah, just stick with it, y'all. Stick with it. It's gonna be worth it in the end. I promise.
Is it fair to say that you're seeing the progress?
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Um, And since I graduated high school back in June, I've been in the gym consistently. I'm down a t-shirt size, so
Oh
there's
yeah.
that. Um, but yeah, as long as you just keep putting in the work, you'll see the progress eventually. Show up to shows, set the ring up. I know it sucks when you're sitting there, you're setting this ring up, you do all this work, and then you just get to sit there while the show's going on if you don't get a spot. And then when the show's over, you get to tear it down, and then you get to go home. You really got nothing out of it, which
Mm.
you really did. The promoter is going to see you as long as you just keep doing it. They're going to notice.
Right.
Eventually, you'll get that spot that you want. Just don't get down on yourself. It'll happen. Um,
And there's so many wild cards. It's not just the promoter. You don't know who's going to see you at show after
exactly.
show. Believe me, like I say, it goes back to my opportunity. You don't know who's watching or who's going to just randomly run into you, and boom, there's the opportunity of a lifetime.
Exactly. And
It ain't going to
like
happen sitting on your couch.
no, it's not. No. Like I can't tell you how many I've probably had just as many bookings showing up to a show with my gear and
Hmm.
setting up the ring, or even just showing up with my gear, even if the ring's already set. If you
Right.
just show up, there's a good chance you're going to get a spot. Because I mean, let's be honest, some indie wrestlers are unprofessional and they suck,
They ain't
and
coming.
they'll just cancel if they don't want to get off their couch. They're going to cancel, or they just won't tell anybody and they just won't show up.
It's true.
Seen that happen a lot.
I have too, and I've
Um,
only been around 2 years.
exactly. Just this past weekend, I showed up to Mega unbooked. I had my gear. I'm just there to see everybody, have a good time. They're, oh, Gen Z, we have a match for you. We need you. You have 20 minutes before the show starts.
Uh huh.
Oh, all right. And yeah, don't leave. Yeah, doors are open. You don't have nothing. Don't leave. Belts. The show hasn't started. The show isn't over. It might be intermission, and somebody has a family emergency. I mean, anything could happen. But like I said, I've had just as many bookings showing up to shows with my gear as I have being actually booked before the show. Like,
So
so it's
that's
always
a
nice
lot.
just to show up.
Okay, that's fair. Sir, we're at the end. We both remained semi professional throughout, so I'll give us that.
I tried.
I guess if I see you at Mega or PWL, you'll behave yourself, and if I see you in RSW, then I have to
I'm
wash.
gonna kick your teeth down your throat. But hey, I didn't say that here on YouTube.
Okay, I'll tell you
I
this
didn't say
much.
that.
Don't think, believe me, Spooky Lou's plotting as well. I've got plans, I've
Ooh,
got surprises for all you boys. So
okay.
behave yourself. I wish you the best. I think you'll do great as long as you don't fuck with Spooky Lou. Does that make sense?
Whatever. Yep, sounds good.
Remember he's talking about opportunities and mistakes you can make and everything. Just think about what you're doing. I think you're doing well. You got the briefcase, you got the belt. So you know, concentrate on that and all that. You got any final words for your fans? What you got to say to your fans before you go?
Um, most of y'all, I love y'all. Um, keep showing out because I notice every single one of you. And to the lady at Real Shoot Wrestling, keep your teeth in your mouth before I take them and throw them in the trash. And then you have no teeth.
Lord. All right.
So,
Gen Z, I'll ask you to hang on the line.
yeah.
To the listeners, this is why we do it. We may not see eye to eye, but as far as Gen Z, I see him plenty, and I see him plenty on social media. I know he's working his ass off. He's getting what he's getting because he works his ass off. 99.9% of the time, he's a professional dude. So I'm saying, might be the man to listen to on the facts he spoke to you. I want you to go out there and live your dreams. Don't take no shit from nobody, especially punk kids in Nirvana shirts. Definitely don't take their shit. I want you to stay tuned. Trials of Ascension's coming down the pike. We got OK and Gen Z. We got Lane Callie and Yellow Man. We got so many great matches. Rucker against Desmond. You'll see. Appreciate it. The channel's popping off, so tell your friends. It's the cool thing right now, I think. I keep telling myself. We love you and we're out of here.